Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Concord multi-platform worship service.
Now I bet you can hear me. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Concord's multi-platform worship service. My name is Susie Nord, and my pronouns are she and her, and I'm your worship associate today. Thank you for joining us this morning for our service titled, You Are Here. We are an inclusive church where we support each other on our own and our shared spiritual journeys. We celebrate diversity of lifestyles and religious beliefs. We embrace the beauty within each of us, yet acknowledge the imperfections that make us human. In other words, you are all welcome, and I'm glad we can be together, both online and in person. I am especially happy to welcome first-time and returning visitors. If you are a visitor, we hope you will find us a community eager to welcome you and respectful of the path that has brought you here this morning. For information about our church, take a look at the pew folder or check out the visitors' corner outside the church office. Also, anyone wearing a colorful lei is ready to welcome you and answer any questions you may have. For our online visitors, it would be wonderful if you introduced yourself in the chat so that we know you're out there. Our church buildings are located on traditional homelands of the Pennacook Abenaki people, past and present. We acknowledge and honor with gratitude the land and the people who have stewarded it for generations. For a complete listing of church news and events, please click the link at the bottom of any of our web pages to request our weekly e-bulletin and a copy of Parish Notes, our monthly newsletter. You can also find us on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. For links to resources referenced today, use the QR code on your order of service or click the button beneath the live stream window. And now we have a few announcements. After Time for All Ages, children 5 and up are invited to summer smoothies to explore different religions and cultures while making and tasting smoothie flavors from around the world. That sounds awesome. This session, we are traveling to Tonga and Egypt to learn about the religions of the people in these countries and taste the flavors of the culture. Following the service, there will be a social time in the courtyard to enjoy this beautiful day. Thank you to Gary Schrader for hosting. Today at 2 is a memorial service for Pat Dahmy here in the sanctuary. And tonight at 7 is the community drum circle. All are welcome for some awesome musical fun. Saturday at 2 is a family fairy and fae taco party at the Rivera Berries. Please RSVP to Dory by tomorrow at 5. And thank you to Fran Philippi and the Elm Committee for planting our first pollinator garden with native New Hampshire plants. Check it out. It's located out front. I looked at it when we came in. It's beautiful. Near the welcome sign, as you drive into the parking lot, see Fran if you would like your own spot to adopt. That would be a good competition to have going. Who has the best flowers? Please rise and body your spirit as we sing our song of welcome, number 298 in our gray hymnals, Wake now my senses. The lyrics will be on our screen.
Standing and join us in our covenant. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is call. Let this be our covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your life's journey, come, let us worship together. Please be seated. Each week, we light our chalice to set this time apart and to mark it as sacred. If you are at home and you have a candle or chalice ready, I invite you to light it now as Gideon. Gideon lights our chalice in the sanctuary.
Towards beauty,
Please repeat after me. It is a blessing to be. It is a blessing to be here. It is a blessing to be here now. It is a blessing to be here now together.
You are here, discovering the magic of the present moment. This title refers to mindfulness from a Buddhist perspective. Now, you think mindfulness, you think of Margaret Fletcher, Jean Ann Weddington, Betsy Black, Craig Whitson, yada, yada, yada. But I went with a more famous source, the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh, whom Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. In this book, Thich Nhat Hanh describes an especially useful, down-to-earth and spiritual practice of mindfulness. He connects it to Buddhism, but also shows its usefulness to non-Buddhists. It's as simple as breathing in and breathing out, he says. Because this book is so packed with thoughts and practices, I will deal only with the first chapter. And because the author's words are often better than mine, I will be reading excerpts from the book. And now, please rise in body or spirit as we sing number 311 in our gray hymnals, Let It Be a Dance.
I'd like to invite all the kids to come down here for a time for all ages. I'm not Dory LeCount. She's unfortunately out sick, so I'm stepping in for her, even though I'm officially on vacation. So hello from vacation. Come on down here. We get to do a time for all ages together. And of course, anyone young at heart, come on, join me here up front. Thank you, Krista. Anybody else? Come on forward. Hello, good to see you guys. So today's theme is the wow of now. That's what Dory was going to talk to you about, and that's what I will talk to you about. So we have 5 senses. Who remembers any of our senses? Okay. Taste, right? What else? Sense. Okay, what are senses? Like taste and then smell, right? Hearing, yes, yeah. Touch, right? And then there's one more. Any thought? Sight, right? So 5 senses, that's sight. So those are the 5 senses. So let's use these 5 senses to notice something here in this space. Okay, so take a moment, look around, adults as well, all right? So just look around, something that you might have never noticed before. Anything in here that you've never noticed before? The sign back there, yeah, that's a new one, right? Yeah, we started using that last week, so cool. Is your handprint on there? All right, so nice, you have your handprint on there. That's a good one, yeah. Anything else that you've noticed, yeah? No? That you've never noticed here before? It smells like lotion in here. Interesting, yeah. So that, who knows where that came from? Yeah, good. Anything else? You had one, Chris? Okay, so over here it smells like dust, over here like lotion. Interesting. Any other smells next to you? All right, well, don't say that. Okay. All right, so now let's shift to noticing something about somebody that's sitting next to you. Something that maybe you've never noticed before, but or something, So shout it out. Anything that you're noticing about somebody that with the 5 senses. No, you're noticing nothing. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. He has glasses. Okay, so that's something. She has a pretty shirt. Yeah. Pretty too. Okay, so these are all visual things. Okay, interesting. Anything out there? What are you noticing about a neighbor? Betsy has a red freckle on her forehead. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that. All right. Now let's pay attention to our own physical body, like the hair, our clothes. There's something about our own self that you're noticing. So just look at your own thing. What are you noticing about yourself? You're warm, you're hot. Okay, so there's that. Anything else that you're noticing? You're too old to sit on the floor. Yeah, that's it. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're almost done, so good job. Did you notice something? Something about yourself? Okay. Your hair is staticky, right? So there's all these things when we stop for a moment and we pay attention that we can notice, either about the space or the people around us or about ourselves. So now I invite us all to close our eyes for a moment. Close our eyes for a moment and just see if you're noticing something about how you feel inside. Just let's sit with that. How you're feeling inside. All right, so anything that you noticed that you're willing to share? How are you feeling inside? What is the feeling? Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling, joyful? Relaxed. That's a good one, yeah. Anyone else? You're what? Oh, focus. Thank you. Yeah, focus. That's a good one. Nervous but excited because you're helping Dory. You're stepping in to make the smoothies, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a big task. You're what? Hungry. Okay. Is that a feeling inside? That's a feeling. Well, it's an experience inside, that's for sure. Yes. All right. So anything that sort of made you go close to wow about what you just, the things you noticed? I mean, your hand is up there. That's a wow, I'd say. I don't know. You're focused, okay. It's your very first time being here. Oh my God, that's huge. That's a wow in my book. That's great. I'm so glad you're here. Anyone else out there noticed a moment of wow?
People.
People, yeah. People are wow, right? That's an amazing thing. People are amazing, yes. It's a beautiful day outside. Let's all go, wow, it's beautiful out there. Wow. All right, Bevan, last one. You're grateful? You're grateful. You're just amazed at thankfulness. All right. The sun is blinding? Okay, yeah. There's all sorts of things going on. All right. So this is what we're going to do for Time for All Ages. So those of you who've been around, please, all of you, rise up here in front, and we're going to sing this song that many of you already know with some choreography, and the adults are going to help us do that. Hopefully the lyrics will be there. There we go. May our hearts be open to your name. May our lips bring truth into the world. May our hearts know love and our hands do the work of justice as we go our way in peace. As we go our way in peace. I get to go. May our minds be open to your name. May our lips bring truth into the world. May our hearts know love and our hands do the work of justice as we go our way in peace. As we go our way in
We turn now to the joys and sorrows we carry individually and as a community. Will you take a breath with me? As we surrender to this moment, let us notice our body resting, grounded, supported by the earth. As the piano begins to play, you're invited to come forward, light a candle, or place a stone at the table to your right, or add a note to the Holding Our Grief wheel. And if you wish, come forward to the microphone, tell us your name,
Giacomo, hey Jack.
and tell us briefly from your heart so the congregation can hold you in love.
I'm Linda Williams, and I was at the rally yesterday, and I found hope when hope is hard to find.
Good morning, I'm Karen, and I'm looking for healing thoughts for my son who moved to Arizona in January and had emergency surgery last night, so it's hard parenting from afar.
I'm Tondi McGowan, and I was at the rally yesterday too, and I was delighted and joyful to see the turnout, both here and across the nation.
And now, would you light one more candle for all, on behalf of those who are not with us today or who chose to remain seated? Our meditative music today will be from the gray hymnal, number 318, We Would Be One. Chapter 1, Happiness and Peace Are Possible. The way to maintain your presence in the here and now is through mindfulness of breath. There is no need to manipulate the breath. Breath is a natural thing, like air, like light, and we should leave it as it is and not interfere with it. What we are doing is simply lighting up the lamp of awareness to illuminate our breathing. We generate the energy of mindfulness to illuminate everything that is happening in the present moment. End quote. So illuminate the present moment by lighting up awareness of breathing. That's the starting point. The author comes back to this point throughout the book. He tells us to say to ourselves, breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. We are to treat our in-breaths and out-breaths tenderly, non-violently, as we would treat a flower. From there, we turn to the physical body. We are to treat our bodies with the energy of mindfulness, with tenderness and nonviolence. We are not to be a battlefield of good versus evil. Both sides belong to us, and they may be transformed. He makes the analogy of a gardener transforming garbage into compost and using it to fertilize flowers. We are encouraged to transform our internal garbage into compost and then to grow flowers. Quote, mindful breathing is a kind of bridge that brings the body and mind together. If through mindfulness of the breath you generate harmony, depth, and calm, these will permeate your body and mind. In fact, whatever happens in the mind affects the body and vice versa. If you generate peacefulness in your breathing, then peacefulness permeates your body and your state of mind. Peace is contagious. Happiness is also contagious because in the practice of meditation, the three elements, body, mind, and breath, become one. End quote. Thich Nhat Hanh describes 3 miracles mindfulness can bring us. The first miracle of mindfulness, presence. The miracle of mindfulness is, first of all, that you are here. Being truly here is important. Being here for yourself and for the one you love. How can you love if you're not here? We must practice resurrection, and this is an everyday practice. With an in-breath, you can bring your mind back to your body. In this way, you become alive in the here and now. Joy, peacefulness, and happiness are possible. You have an appointment with life, an appointment that is in the here and now, end quote. So mindfulness brings us back to the present moment when our thoughts and emotions are distant. It brings us back to compassion. It does not avoid suffering because compassion is not possible without pain and suffering. Going back to the gardener analogy, suffering can be transformed into a kind of compost from which we produce understanding and compassion. Our presence in the moment is a gift that we give to ourselves and to others. We must not underestimate our power in this. The second miracle of mindfulness, the other. The first miracle of mindfulness is our true presence here, being here, present, and totally alive. Then, if you are really here, something else will also be here, the presence of the other. You are here, the other is here. What is the other? It could be your heart, your eyes, your body, or your in-breath. The other is the sunset, the song of birds, or it could be your lover, your partner, your son, your daughter, or your friend, end quote. To this other, we send a simple blessing. Dear one, I am here for you. Whether the other is near or far away, you embrace the other with your mindfulness. We are encouraged to always be aware of the other with us. The third miracle of mindfulness, working with positive and negative elements. So the third miracle of mindfulness is drawing benefit from the freshness of positive elements and embracing the negative elements within and around you in order to pacify them, end quote. When we see or hear negative things around us, say on television or social media, we encourage to find something that is healthy, refreshing, and healing. We think of beautiful things, natural things, or the other within us. We keep hold of these positive things and employ them to transcend negative things. The book continues with chapters on the heart of practice, practicing skillfully with our past, healing our wounds and pain, cultivating true love, the essence of the Buddha's teaching, and becoming truly alive, all in one small book. If you would learn mindfulness from a Buddhist perspective, I would encourage you to read You Are Here by Thich Nhat Hanh. May it be so. Amen and Ashe. Now is the time for the community plate. Thank you for your generous support of last week's outreach offering to support the ACLU of New Hampshire. Today's community plate supports the nonprofit Black Heritage Trail New Hampshire, an organization working to heal racial anxiety and misunderstanding throughout the state by shining a light on local African American history. The 2025 Juneteenth celebration includes a movie screening and discussion, history tours, a gospel choir concert, an African drumming ceremony, and an unveiling of a headstone for Dinah Chase Whipple, who was born enslaved but was granted her freedom at age 21. She founded the first school for black children in New Hampshire. Our morning offering will now be gratefully received. May we be enriched by our giving. May the world be enriched by our gifts. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn, number 301 in the gray hymnals, Touch the Earth, Reach the Sky. Another, listen with an open heart. Stay curious, have courage, be kind, and live always the way of love. And now, as Susie extinguishes our chalice, join us in the words reading on the screen. We extinguish this flame, but not this light of faith we share, the warmth of plenty or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts again. Now please join me in singing our unison benediction, Rise in Body or Spirit. If you're comfortable joining, hands are elbows, go ahead and reach out. And if not, reach out with your